Hidden in the shadows of history, secret societies have quietly shaped the world in ways most people could never imagine. Powerful, mysterious, and often feared, these organizations influenced politics, finance, and even wars while remaining invisible to the public eye. Some operated to preserve ancient knowledge, others to manipulate rulers or revolutionize society. What if the fate of empires, revolutions, and global decisions was guided by groups most people had never heard of? Today, we unveil the secretive world of societies that altered history. Founded in 1776 in Bavaria, the Illuminati began as a small group of intellectuals seeking to promote reason, secularism, and Enlightenment ideals in a world dominated by monarchies and the church. They secretly spread revolutionary ideas through education, debate, and political maneuvering, attempting to influence society subtly. The organization's secrecy allowed members to communicate in private and avoid persecution. Though officially disbanded in 1785, rumors suggest that the Illuminati infiltrated governments, financial institutions, and religious hierarchies across Europe. Alleged members included philosophers, politicians, and scholars who coordinated behind the scenes. Symbols like the all-seeing eye and pyramid appear in art, architecture, and currency, feeding centuries of speculation. Historical accounts confirm their existence and initial influence, while modern myth exaggerated their power, turning them into a global legend. The Freemasons, emerging in the late Middle Ages, originated as craft guilds for stonemasons before evolving into a fraternal society blending ritual, philosophy, and mutual aid. Over centuries, they exerted significant influence in politics, education, and urban development. Membership included prominent leaders, philosophers, scientists, and civic planners who used lodges to exchange ideas, mentor members, and coordinate societal initiatives. Secretive rituals, symbolic architecture, and coded communications both inspired admiration and fueled suspicion. Freemasons were accused of orchestrating revolutions, influencing trade networks, and shaping public policy. Their principles of enlightenment, equality, and fraternity quietly influenced democratic thought. Masonic lodges often became centers for intellectual collaboration, networking, and clandestine support. Symbols such as the compass, square, and pillars appear in public architecture, reflecting philosophical principles. Founded during the Crusades in 1119, the Knights Templar were both a military and religious order sworn to protect Christian pilgrims traveling to the Holy Land. Beyond their martial duties, they became one of the wealthiest and most influential organizations in medieval Europe, managing estates, banking networks, and trade routes. Rumors of secret rituals, mystical knowledge, and hidden treasures created fear and intrigue. King Philip IV of France, coveting their wealth, accused them of heresy, resulting in arrests, trials, and executions. Archaeological evidence hints at hidden chambers, coded symbols, and ritual spaces that were part of their operations. The Templars' disciplined organization allowed them to wield economic, religious, and military power simultaneously. Their influence extended to architectural design, financial practices, and strategic warfare. Founded in 1928 in Spain, Opus Dei is a Catholic organization emphasizing spiritual discipline, professional excellence, and social influence. Members take vows of confidentiality and perform rigorous spiritual exercises, fostering loyalty and cohesion. Critics argue that Opus Dei wields influence in politics, education, and finance, subtly guiding decisions within institutions. Its structure ensures internal discipline and ideological alignment, enabling coordinated action without public oversight. Books, films, and investigations have highlighted alleged manipulation and secrecy, fueling controversy. Members often hold positions of authority, influencing policy, culture, and religion quietly. The organization balances philanthropy, education, and spiritual guidance while maintaining confidentiality. Historical records confirm its influence on religious and professional communities. The Carbonari were secret revolutionary societies active in early 19th century Italy, opposing monarchy and foreign domination. They coordinated uprisings, spread nationalist ideals, and used clandestine networks to avoid detection. Rituals, coded symbols, and initiation ceremonies ensured loyalty and secrecy. Members included intellectuals, soldiers, and political activists who worked to influence Italian unification. Their clandestine operations spread liberal and republican ideals across Europe. Leaders used symbolic ceremonies, oaths, and secret codes to maintain cohesion. Despite small numbers, their influence extended to multiple revolts and political movements. The Carbonari illustrate the power of organized clandestine groups in shaping political change. They inspired future secret societies and revolutionary movements. Founded in early 20th century Germany, the Thule Society combined nationalism, mysticism, and occult beliefs. Its members influenced political movements that contributed to the rise of Nazism. Secrecy, ritual, and philosophical teachings reinforced loyalty and internal cohesion. The society provided a network for radical political action, recruitment, and dissemination of ideology. Historical evidence shows connections to early Nazi leadership, demonstrating how esoteric groups can influence national policy. They used propaganda, ceremonial events, and symbolism to consolidate influence. The Thule Society highlights how ideology and secrecy can manipulate identity and politics simultaneously. Members believed mystical and racial ideologies gave them authority. Their legacy illustrates the dangers of organized belief combined with covert action. Thule's influence persisted indirectly through networks, shaping historical events. Founded in 1954, the Bilderberg Group is a modern secretive network of politicians, business leaders, and intellectuals. Meetings are closed to the public, prompting speculation about global influence. Discussions include economics, policy, and strategy, shaping global consensus subtly. Media restrictions enhance mystique and fuel conspiracy theories. Attendees influence diplomacy, finance, and industry without public accountability. Historical analysis suggests discussions impact decisions and alliances indirectly. The group exemplifies modern evolution of secret societies, showing subtle coordination of power. Networks, trust, and ideology amplify influence even without legal authority. The Bilderberg Group demonstrates how elite collaboration can guide global trends invisibly. Secret societies have blended ideology, secrecy, and influence to shape events for centuries. They reinforced hierarchies, controlled narratives, and preserved knowledge. Members often held powerful positions, advancing agendas without public scrutiny. Symbols, rituals, and codes maintain cohesion and loyalty. From the Illuminati to Skull and Bones, secret societies influenced wars, revolutions, finance, and culture. They exemplify how small, organized groups can drive historical change. Studying them reveals hidden mechanisms guiding civilizations. Their influence demonstrates how secrecy, planning, and ideology combine to alter human history. Legends, conspiracies, and myths continue to fascinate and inspire. These societies remind us that power often operates invisibly but leaves enduring consequences. Historical and cultural impact persists in architecture, literature, and political systems. Secret societies have quietly shaped history, influencing governments, economies, and cultures from behind the scenes. Their secrecy allowed them to wield power without public oversight. Studying these groups teaches lessons about network, strategy, and human ambition. Even today, their legacy inspires curiosity, speculation, and intrigue. They remind us that the course of history is often guided by hidden hands, where influence is invisible but impact enormous.